I am Jeff Kreifels. I have your son or daughter for World History this year at Klahowya. I just want to give you, as parents, guardians, a little information about the class, about what's going on, what the expectations are. So, first, I'm glad your son and daughter is in my classroom, not physically in my classroom yet. Hopefully, we'll get there, but is taking the class. We've been told by the district, and the information's gone home as well, that we'll be virtually learning at the secondary level until they'll at least through the first semester. So this is a long-term, lots of months to go through. So hopefully we can get into patterns of learning and things like that to get it figured out. And then maybe at the secondary level, coming back part in February, second semester, a little different for the elementary students. They're going to come in a little earlier. Some things on the weekly schedule, what to look for, what to expect, what to know. I post a weekly schedule in my Google Classroom that the students are all now members of. And that weekly schedule is kind of, here's what you should do on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. It gives that sort of time management thing, which a lot of the kids expressed at the beginning. Time management is something they struggle with in this virtual world. So I try to schedule out what they do each day. On that schedule, that start here page, it has directions for what we're doing. It has explanations of the things. And that sort of thing, kind of the what should I be doing for today piece. Unfortunately, a lot of kids are not visiting that. Separately in the Google Classroom, they have the assignments listed. So the first one is visit the calendar, and then there's some assignments too. A lot of kids are just jumping to the assignments and doing them. And I've been trying to encourage them to check the calendar, because that will help them decide what to do on what day, and also learn how to do those assignments, because that's where they find the directions. The pattern for that schedule in general in a week is usually on Monday we do what's called Pearson Online, which is just an electronic kind of version of the textbook. It's not the e-text, but it's ask questions related to the topic that we're studying. On Tuesday, usually there's questions that they do from the textbook. This would be, again, not yet just directly answer this question on this page, but questions that we've done, vocabulary words, for example, or questions about Martin Luther for the Reformation, things that are associated with the topic that we're studying that week. Wednesday tends to be videos showing, again, directions and further details, kind of links these past things to present times. And then Thursday, maybe an additional written assignment done in the Google Classroom. And then Friday, a day to get it all together and turn it in. So there's usually assignments, maybe 2 or 3 out of the 5 days during the week, not necessarily 5. All of the work is due on Friday. My grading policy is that it's due on Friday, it's on time, but I give a grace period over the weekend. So if it comes in by Sunday night, maybe it's done Saturday or Sunday, well, it's marked late, but there's no penalty for that. If it comes in after Sunday, or they have to make it up from a previous week or something like that, it's marked late and they lose 10%. So not much of a penalty, but there's a grace period if they miss the Friday night deadline. Just to remind you that the grading scale this year is students get A's, B's, and C's with minuses and pluses in there. Anything less than 69% on an assignment or in the class is marked as an incomplete. Now, I give students the opportunity to fix incompletes. If they turn in an assignment and it scores 50%, they can redo it or finish it and turn it back in and raise the grade on that individual assignment. Certainly the same is true for the semester-long grade. I do have a deadline of the 4th of November, which is a Wednesday, to complete work for first quarter. So students have until then to get caught up on things that they have, and there'll be some time during conference week and the week after. There'll be some time built into the schedule where there's less assignments and more time to catch up if that's necessary. Best way to contact me is through email. Send an email with a question. Students can do this. You as parents can do this as well. Need additional resources, need help on doing something. So let me know. Again, glad that we're working on this together, in the sense it's a team virtually, but hopefully we'll be back into the classroom eventually. But until then, encouraging the students to kind of figure out the patterns of how do they do school in a virtual world. Thank you.